channel. Today's video is going to be a little sit down and just talk, a little venting session, I guess. I don't know, I've never done this before. I just feel like I need to just speak and say a lot of things that is maybe on my mind, and I just want to get off my chest just about today's life, I guess, in today's society. I don't know. I've been thinking about this for a while. I was actually going to do this weeks ago, but things happened and I wasn't able to get the chance to talk to my camera and pull it out. But I just want to touch on a few things, not necessarily categories of topics. I'm just really just going to be talking and getting everything that's been on my mind off, feeling as if maybe it could be some advice to you. If I get off topic, I apologize in advance because I tend to start on a subject and then I tend to go into a different category. It may fall down the same subject, but yeah. Okay, so the first thing I want to speak on, and it's a thing that's mainly talked about on my channel and I say it a lot and I bring it up a lot, is relationships. Cut. If you see me looking off to the side, I'm looking at myself in the mirror because I've literally been just sitting here speaking to myself about my life to myself in the mirror. So if you see me looking off to the side to the mirror, I'm looking at myself to help me collect my thoughts in a way, so I apologize. But going back to relationships and just dating in this generation, I'm gonna say, I guess the people you surround, I'm not even surrounded by these people, but I'm just gonna go back. If you guys know, I don't know if you followed me on my social medias before, if you've seen a viral post of mine that went viral. I was in a year-long relationship. It was a little bit over a year. And I will say that relationship altered my brain a lot in the way I think and the way I want to live my life, basically, and what I find in a partner. The man that I was with, you really can't speak ill on them. I'm gonna be honest. Obviously, everyone has their flaws, but in the end, they were a beautiful person. But being in a relationship and then being single and starting to talk to other people makes you realize you just don't want less for yourself. Instead of going back, I want more for myself. And I'm saying this in a sense because talking to new people and getting back in the dating scene, I guess, I've been getting the ick fast, I guess. But I guess you could be saying I get the ick faster than is needed. But it really just comes back to your character and how you portray yourself. If I see you flashing money, if I see you showing guns, doing all that, I tend to just not look that way. It's a really turn off. And if I don't see you having anything going for yourself, there's no point. There's really no point. If you have nothing going for yourself, I'm not the slightest interested. I'm going to be totally honest and totally brutal. Going from a partner who at the age of 21 has a lot going for himself to someone who wants to, I'm gonna be honest, I've already said this, I'm not a party person, I'm not that. So it really is discomforting and just not my type of person. If you want to go out to parties, all the time. And I understand some people do like parties, but if you like to party all the time, you're not for me. No. I've been looking for my equally yoked person. I'm going to be totally honest. And I'm just in a period, I'm not looking for anyone. I'm not. Everyone's like, why are you single? Because I'm not looking. I'm waiting for God to bring me my person. And that's just what it is. Because in this generation, either people just, going back to the character, how you speak to people, I also look at that. And if you haven't seen that, if you haven't even thought of that in your mind, think about it. Because a pet peeve I super have, and it's like, it's getting bigger every day, calling people out their names. I can't stand when someone calls someone the B word, and that's the baseline. I hear a lot of people call them the B word. I hear a lot of people say, oh, I'm gonna KMS. I'm just giving examples here. KMS, go KYS. Saying the like, I'm sorry if I did, my eyes just twitched, but saying those things, it's just like, why are you saying that? It really just leaves a distasteful, disgusting taste in my mouth. Thank you. It leaves a disgusting taste in my mouth, and I don't like it. Anytime I hear someone calling someone the B word, I'm just like, that's not a person I want to be with or by. And like, you changing your ways for me, I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm fine. I want to see my person already in their season. I'm in my season. I feel like I'm in my season. I'm just gonna say I feel like I'm in my season. I don't know if I'm in my season, but that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. I'm just like, I don't want the things of this world. I'm going to be honest. I don't care about everything else. I want my own land. I want a house. I want a family. I want that nurturing lifestyle and not just flashiness and showing things off. I don't care for it. To be brutally honest, I could care less. I could care less. I want a God-centered relationship. So, dating in this age, you really just have to find a person who has their head on their shoulders in the right way. But if that's the path of life you want to take, and if that's the route you want to go until you find, and if you come to your senses and realize that's not the lifestyle that you want to go down, be patient and wait. Be patient and wait. I'm really looking for my man of God. I really am. Because the way they carry themselves and the way like they think, having that God-centered relationship is key to everything. And knowing that your partner is not the center of attention and Christ is, speaks volumes. And it's just holding how you want yourself to be. If that makes sense. It doesn't. Let me elaborate. How you want yourself to be, what I mean by that is how you want to hold yourself. How do you want to be portrayed? I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I'm in a season where I'm still changing. And as I've been reading more and talking to God and growing my relationship with Jesus, like, you want more for yourself than less. And that's what you should really be striving for, is more for yourself than less. don't go backwards. Please don't go backwards. Don't fall into bad habits. I was scared. I thought I was going to fall into bad habits. But talking to these people and seeing where they are, I'm glad that I had that relationship to teach me. I was 19 in that relationship, going to 20. So I was still a teen. I'm transitioning into an adult. I mean, technically an adult, but actually being an adult and maturing, yeah. I'm glad I took those skills from my partner and their family to infiltrate into my life. Because if not, I probably would have been down the same path I was before I got into that relationship. And it was, I wouldn't say it was worldly. It was very worldly. I'm going to say I don't do half the stuff I used to do anymore. I catch myself doing it, I stop. I would say I was a terrible overthinker. I don't overthink anymore. I used to be down bad and sad almost every day. I get down sometimes, but it doesn't get to the point where I'm boohoo crying. I simply just let go and let God take the wheel. I simply just let go and let God take the wheel. Sit there and actually question, who is going to be there for you at the end of the day when there's nobody else around? The Most High. The Most High is going to be there for you. Who died for our sins? Jesus. No one's going to die for you. And let's just be real. So when you bring certain situations to me and just expect an answer, I'm not giving it to you. I'm not. My headspace is not right there. I want you to know, nah. Let's talk about God. Let's talk about Christ. Let's talk about growing our relationship. I'm going to be honest. It's a rocky road. It's going to be rocky in the beginning. It may be beautiful in the beginning. Everyone's journey is different, and everyone needs to know that. Everyone's path is different. Your relationship with Christ is completely different from someone else's. All you can do really is encourage them, pick up the Bible, read. And as I'm progressing in my journey and becoming further along, there's really, I'm just lost for words. I'm always lost for words when it comes to the Most High, because I'm just in awe of how many chances I've been given, and I'm still always welcomed with open arms. I might start crying, I might start tearing up, so I apologize. But you really have to sit with that. I really didn't know much at all. When I was little, me and my grandmother and brother had little Bible sessions, Bible studies in our living room. But that stopped. I will always say I've always believed. I will say I've always believed, but I've never been on the path. I'll say that. Because always believing is good, but you're not living by it. I was in a time where I was really depressed. And literally, I've had thoughts. I've had those thoughts. But that first journey, I was doing good. Then I went back to my old ways because it was going good at first, and I slipped up. and I reverted back to my old ways. I tried again. I just couldn't get into it. I tried it again. This is the final time. This is where I am now. This time, I don't know, whenever I'm on my journey, my For You page just always starts filling up with all these videos telling me how to better myself, how to walk with the Lord. And I feel like whenever I see those videos, I feel like it's kind of God trying to tell me to try again, start again, start walking with him again. And I was stuck. I still kind of am, I'm not gonna lie, but I can see things moving in the right direction right now. I can positively say that with a big smile on my face. I see things moving in the right direction. I'm working on a lot of things right now, actually. I have a lot of plans for myself. Reason as to why a video hasn't been uploaded in a while, because I've just been planning and getting myself together. Going back to how I'm just all over the place, but going back to how you want to be portrayed on my social medias, I tended to, I don't know, I'm glad I didn't start investing in myself in a way, hold on, I'm glad I didn't start investing in myself clothing wise. When I say this and how you want to portray yourself, I was going off this days and age apparel. And I realized I can still do that. But I want to be modest. I don't want to show a lot of skin anymore. And I literally just uploaded a dance video to 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐶 and I was in like this black tank with some short shorts. And I took that down even though it was getting a lot of love. I took it down. Why? It's because of what I was wearing. I was like, I don't want to portray myself like that anymore. I don't want these thirst trapping videos. And I came across this video about vanity, and oh my gosh, when I tell you, when I heard her just speak and give me the whole rundown on vanity and everything, I was just like, I'm in vanity bad, and I just don't want to be in vanity anymore. I don't care for it. Obviously, I want to be upkept, but in a way of wanting to be seen and getting compliments from people. I don't need it. Because they don't matter. They don't matter to me, because only one person is truly making me happy and bringing a smile to my face, and that's God. I'm just gonna give you guys like a example of what I'm talking about, because yeah, like these outfits are so like just cute. Hopefully you guys can see, but like just like it's just so simple and cute, and it's just not doing the most, not too much skin, it's just pretty. But yeah, there was really more I wanted to say, but my head is just going in a spiral. I kind of lost everything I was speaking to myself in the mirror about, I'm not gonna lie. So this is probably going to be the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If anything comes back to mind, I'll probably pick up the camera again and just start yapping. I don't know, I kind of enjoy this. Okay, starting over. Let me just talk about starting over and how I plan to start over. And if you want to take that chance, I feel like everyone wants a fresh start. And my fresh start, I don't want it to be in Florida. I'm going to be so honest. I just need a fresh start in a whole new city. I don't know. I want to feel, God makes me feel brand new. But I just want to feel like a whole new, fresh, clean start in a whole different state. In this day and age, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to do my research. Best cities, best counties in that state. I'm doing it all because this day and age, you have to be careful. You have to be, and I'm a girl. We're going to be living alone. Y'all get ready for that series. It's not gonna be soon. I mean, it's gonna be soon, but not that soon. Not as soon as y'all might be thinking, but it's gonna be soon. And that's just the hard work and dedication putting into myself. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize if it was all over the place. It's just a girl in her room talking to her camera, venting to you guys. Hoping you guys can find a little bit of guidance, leeway. I don't know. I don't know. Just a little bit about me and what I want for myself, and maybe what you guys would want for yourself too. Some people think the same, some people don't, but it's just a little guidance, I guess. So I hope I got my point across. I hope this was kind of informational to whoever's watching. I'm sorry if it wasn't. I was hoping it was informational, and I thought I was just doing a little spiel about my life. But like, it's you live and you learn. And hopefully how I lived and learned is some things you can take away. Just about who you bring into your life, your circle. You don't need a big circle, honestly. Just pick the ones who are really benefiting you and who are going to benefit you, and who's not there to be in competition with you. You don't need those kind of friends. You don't need that bad energy surrounding you. I really hope everyone watching this has that circle or has that one friend who brings you that good energy and keeps you on your game in the right way and not in a negative way, because it can be really hard sometimes to lose yourself when you're alone, and some days can be harder than others. So having that one person you can talk to is enough. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.